Hello guys, and welcome back to DocMack Garage, and today I'm going to show you how to fit a new battery onto your vehicle. Now it is easy to fit a battery, but I'm going to show you how to pick the battery for your vehicle, how to fit it, fit a terminal protection kit, and fit it the way just as a dealership would. Pop open the bonnet. Now, not all vehicles have battery in the engine bay. Some of them are in the trunk and some of them are under the rear seat of the vehicle. So now today I'm going to show you the one in the engine bay of your vehicle. So the first thing you need to take a look at is the tag that is currently on here. You can see that it's a 55D23LMF. So 55 refers to the amp hour of the battery. So this is a 60 amp hour battery, so it's 55 to 60. So that's your 55, and your D is the terminal size of the battery. So this is a standard terminal size, D for standard terminal. Now, and then 23 is the length of the battery, is 23 centimeters, and the L is the polarity. MF stands for maintenance free, and this CCA 500 stands for cold cranking amps. So your vehicle requires at least the minimum cold cranking amps required from the factory. So if your vehicle came with 500 cold cranking amps, you need at least 500 cold cranking amps. So some vehicle owners, they might go and change batteries and put lower cold cranking amps, so you have to make sure the replacement battery does fit your vehicle. RC 100, that one is your reserve capacity, which means if your alternator goes, that's how long your full battery can last for, which is 100 minutes. And now you may be thinking, okay, the battery in my vehicle is right there, that's my old battery, but how do I know that that particular battery does fit my vehicle? Now what you can do is you can go to your auto parts store website, and on the website you can key in the registration plate and say you want a battery, and then it will show you what kind of battery suits your vehicle and whether it's compatible or not, and then you'll be able to buy the battery knowing that it's compatible. So now I'm going to remove the battery from the vehicle, but you may be wondering, how do I not make my vehicle lose its memory? So basically what I mean by that is when you remove the battery and then you fit the battery back, the clock on your vehicle will actually reset, your radio presets might reset, and your vehicle might start running rough. So how do you prevent that from happening? The solution is a memory minder. It's called a memory minder. All you need to do is plug this one into your cigarette lighter 12-volt socket and plug this 9-volt battery in. I've got a specific video on how you can use a memory minder while you're changing your battery, so I'll link that video in the description section below. Alright, so we're going to remove the battery now, and it's fairly easy to remove the battery. So the first thing you're going to need to do is take these 10mm bolts out. Alright, so we're going to put these ones aside first because you don't want to drop them down. You can loosen that one out, and then there you go. So you see, this is the clamp which is actually holding it. So you took out the nut from this one right here. So now I found out that this is the battery that I want to replace, so I got an identical battery. Now how do you know if this battery is good? Auto parts store can actually do a load test for you for free, and that will determine the condition of your battery. So without further ado, let's get this battery out. So the first one you want to do is undo the negative terminal and then the positive terminal. We're now going to lift up the battery and take it out of the car. Alright, and just to give you an idea, that's how it'll look. Now normally I would clean this battery tree, but it's quite clean. You can wire wheel this particular one. You can buy wire brushes that you can clean your terminal with. I recently did this, so it's all good. And on the positive side as well, I have already done that. So I'm going to put the new battery in right now. Okay, so you want to fit it in right first. Make sure it's on the bracket and all the things are out of the way. Okay, so we're going to close this one right now. And then there's a little groove down here that you have got to actually clamp it onto. You're just going to tighten this bit right here, just so that the battery doesn't move. And you just need to make it until it's snug. There you go. See, the battery is secure and it doesn't move right now. Alright guys, so now we are satisfied. We can remove the battery caps that come with it. I'm going to install what's called a battery safety terminal protection kit. And now what this does is it reduces the corrosion that comes out of your battery and corrodes your terminals. Alright, certain battery terminal protection kits say that you have to actually coat the post, but follow the instructions on the actual terminal protection kit that you're buying, because certain may be slightly different, but they all have the same functionality. I've now put this one on the positive side and this on the negative side. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the grease onto here. Now I'm wearing 2 different gloves just for extra protection. That's now snug and tight, and that is now a job done. Alright guys, so that's how you replace a battery on your vehicle to battery specifications and manufacturer specifications. I hope this video has been useful and informative. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. I'll really appreciate it. And that's one more job which has been done.